Hello, my name is Renzer, and welcome to another edition of The Frontline, where I pretend that every move I make is something I think about, just so you can think that I am the best badass in the universe. But in all seriousness, this is a series dedicated to explaining what and how I do and why I do it. It explains my way of thinking, of actually lack thereof, so that you might find it easier to win on the battlefield. In today's killstreak, we find ourselves on Indoor excavation site, and here I'm not really doing anything, just looking for a good fight. And I happen to get a good kill streak, so let's watch it first and then rewatch it with a bit of explanation from my part.
Enemy medic spotted. I'm out. Reloading.
Hostile max identified. Enemy max spotted.
Enemy soldier down. Got it. Visual on a hostile engineer.
Curse brings up a good point here in his comment, by the way. He's basically talking about how we didn't explain how the insertion happened. It kinda did, but we basically just ran around the edge from a Sunday, so there was nothing to show, but yeah. Talk about how do you get people to do this, you know? But you can't get puppies to do it, it's just not gonna work.
Spotted a hostile infiltrator.
Tango down.
Right, so I skipped the first few kills because they were max. So I see that the guys are inside the room and I know that the turret's here, but I want to catch them off guard, so I just throw in a C4 and bust it, hoping to get a few people. It works. Then I need to get back in there and use this element of surprise ASAP, so I decide to use the other C4 to bust the turret. Maybe I can get somebody in the meantime. So I do my crosshair placement like I always do, and I see an enemy rezzing somebody. So I get the guy who's being rezzed, and I pre-aim the medic where I think he was gonna be, and it works out, as you can see. This next part, well, it's just me working corners, doing my crosshair placement. I assess that it's safe to come in. I notice that the enemy's coming from the outside, so I try to find a strange angle that will allow me to engage the guys without them actually seeing me. I try to exploit that, to get a kill or two. Nothing too spectacular actually to talk about. Things get real once the enemy starts getting inside. So this is interesting. In this scene, a guy jumps into the window, catches me off guard without ammo, so I pull out my pistol and an exchange happens. I just back out to use the lag compensation kind of thing where you have the advantage if you poke. So we exchange bullets, and in this scenario, I ran out of ammo, he runs out of ammo, he expects me to back out, and I instantly realize that, so instead of backing out, I just go for him. He didn't expect that, and I managed to knife him. In many situations, this game favors aggression, so sometimes it's a good idea to take a risk and just go for it. This next scenario is just back to basics. I work my crosshair placement. I managed to get this guy real quick because my crosshair was on him before I even had to do it. Here I fail, but I notice that the guy is rezzing his teammates, so I push in, I take him by surprise, and I engage the other guy because I know he's not going to expect it. Aggression works in this game. It will favor you. Use it. Again, basic stuff. This is, Shadow War put into practice. I know it's cheesy and corny as fuck, but it works. It really does. Now here is where it gets interesting because I start getting the short end of the stick. Here I try to engage a max, and because of this, I fall back, and a guy behind me does the same thing that I was doing all the time. I keep getting poked in a way that I'm backing out. He's pushing me, therefore he has the lag advantage, let's call it, meaning that he always sees a little bit more of me than I see of him. And it's very problematic because I'm on the back foot and I have to fall back all the time. So the way I try to turn this back around is I see an obstacle that might favor me a bit because I trust my aim, and I'm hoping that because he has a lasher I can outplay him. And I will agree, here I just got really lucky. Now in this next example, This is just bad judgment. I shot a guy and I should have just kept going up those stairs and hightailed it out of there. But something told me to keep fighting. You know, we're not machines and we make mistakes. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Hope to see you both on stream and in game. Renzer out. Keep training, guys. See you later.